As we all know, Baro the Void Trader, turns up once every 2 weeks and sells salt. There's no nice way of putting it these days. He hasn't really brought anything really kind of mentionable and noteworthy in quite a while. In fact, his last Prisma weapon has been too long ago now, and they kind of need to get onto that rather than what they are going to do when he turns up on... Oh, wow. I nearly forgot what it was. June 17th, this coming Friday, they will be doing a stress test for Barrow's big return for Tennocon. Which, in case you didn't know, they've basically had news of this out, if we're being brutally honest, for a long time, because they announced it quite a while ago, back in the 5th of May, for Tennocon 2022 on the 16th of July. Around 11 AM ET, I do believe it is, Barrow will of course be turning up for his special relay, where he will bring every item he has sold in the past year and everything else. He brings everything he has ever sold at once. Just everything. Originally it was in the past year, but I think that's just because he was a year old. These days it is literally just classified as he brings his entire inventory during the Tennocon 2022 relay. And due to what happened last year, they are going to be running a stress test, which, as mentioned, will be taking place when he arrives on June 17th at 9 AM ET. This stress test will be taking place on all platforms because, yeah, last year's was kind of bad because the relays didn't work. You couldn't get onto the relays. You could, but there was nobody else there. And the event that was supposed to be happening on the relay didn't happen. There was massive server issues with the amount of people that were jumping in trying to do this. So they are running a stress test July 17th, 2022. Why am I mentioning it? It is in bold right there. Barrow this week will be bringing Primed Chamber as his offerings for ducats on all platforms to sweeten the deal. Why is Primed Chamber such a big deal? Well, it's 100% damage on the first shot in magazine for snipers. If you have a certain particular one, not going to mention which it is, pretty much should know which one it is by this point. We're not going to mention the vectors. Plus any other sniper rifle, to be brutally honest. Primed Chamber is a mod that was kind of accidentally put in the game a long time ago and left, and it became worth tens of thousands of platinum. And then every now and then they would give one away in a dev stream, right up until Barrow turned up with Primed Chamber that basically made the value of it in platinum, yeah, zero. Because you could buy it. And it is now back to zero, because obviously it's crept up, because it's been a while, nearly a year, since it was last made available, and, well, it's going to be here. This is a mod that the only way to get it is to get it from Barrow. Knowing when it's going to turn up in advance is a big deal. Friday, June 17th at 9 AM ET, and he will be keeping it for the entirety of his visit. Even though it's kind of a stress test at 9 AM, so they are asking people to turn up and basically just stress test the living heck out of it. But it's worth doing anyway, because getting a hold of Primed Chamber, yeah, maybe like 30,000 ducats to get a hold of, but it is worth it because Primed Chamber is one of those mods. This is the only way to get it. You can, of course, do this by visiting him on PC. He will, of course, be spawning on the Larunda relay. That would be Mercury. The Vespa relay on Xbox, I believe that is Venus. On PlayStation, it will also be the Larunda relay. Guessing that's Mercury too. I'm actually questioning whether it is or not, but I know for a fact it is. And surprise, surprise, it's the Strata relay on Earth for the Nintendo Switch. It is such a small thing they're asking if you are able to jump in at 9 AM ET on Friday the 17th, but it is a nice reward that is being offered here. Yes, I'm hoping as well, all fingers kind of crossed, this is one of those, it's going to be there, but it's not going to cost what it cost last time. I believe it was about 2,000 something ducats. I honestly cannot remember, because last year, for Tennocon, when Baro turned up, he didn't bring it when he first came. They changed him to bring it later, and I kind of didn't check to see whether he'd brought it or not. Could you please... yeah, the running in relays is really slow. But it's worth doing it if that's the kind of thing they're going to offer as a reward. And with that, we'll leave this off here. Now, I wonder which one my ship is. Could it be the oversized one? Because that is supposed to be a fraction of the size of a Lisette. And there it is. There's the difference. Nope, that's the same size as a Lisette. Scaling's kind of messed up. The Lisette is way bigger than this thing. But anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. It won't let me in. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.